are the ideas of the first women to be elected into the United States Congress in 1916 used to influence women's rights today? Jeannette Rankin is this woman, and many characteristics of her leadership can be found in today's feminism. Rankin believed in the equality of men and women. Rankin revealed that not following the paths of others could have an important impact on today's society. She also showed us that anything was possible with the right mindset. Rankin believed in the equality of men and women. Rankin was an active member in the women's suffrage movement during the 20th century. Rankin grew up believing that men and women are like right and left hands. It does not make sense to not use both. As a child, she gained a reputation for doing things most other girls wouldn't do. Rankin led Montana in approving women's suffrage. After the movement passed, she returned to Montana to win the right to vote for women in her home state. She became a lobbyist for the NAWSA and helped Montana gain women's suffrage. Rankin revealed that not following the path of others could have an important impact on today's society. Rankin believed that women lacked representation in Congress. She ran for one of Montana's 2 seats in Congress. Rankin helped create women's rights legislation to the U.S. Congress, granting women the right to vote. Women did not have universal suffrage during her term. Rankin was the only woman to ever vote for the right of women to vote. She displayed courage and confidence through this. Jeannette Rankin also showed us that anything was possible with the right mindset. She was the only vote out of 50 votes to vote against World War I. During the war, she fought for the rights of women working in the war effort. This showed her willingness to continue in her beliefs. Rankin was a long committed pacifist. After her 2-year term ended in 1919, Jeannette Rankin focused much of her energies on her pacifism. She showed courage by advocating for peace. In conclusion, Jeannette Rankin's actions still impact today's society. She ignited the revolution towards feminism and gave women hope. She has said that men and women are like right and left hands. It does not make sense to not use both. Rankin joined the women's suffrage movement, and she became active in trying to amend the state's constitution to give women the right to vote. So in 1911, she returned to Montana to win the right to vote for women in her home state. Montana was granted the right to vote in 1914. Rankin's years as a social activist helped her in her run in 1916 for the U.S. House of Representatives. She won the election, becoming the very first woman in history to serve in Congress. After her 2-year term ended, she continued to focus on feminism and pacifism. She believed in the equality of men and women, and she revealed that not following the path of others could have an important impact on today's society. She also showed that anything was possible with the right mindset.